Hello and welcome, my name is Kyle for the win and welcome to another Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2v2 gunfight video. Today, we are going to be doing the good and bads about the alpha. Yes, there are no uglies in this video. From what I have played of Modern Warfare, there is nothing that is very bad for the game that I think will ruin it. The only thing, there's only a few bad things, the rest is very positive, and we're going to jump into that in this video. We're going to start with the bads because those are very few and in between, and then we'll go into the goods, which is actually quite a lot. So jumping in here with the bads, the first thing I have down on my list for bads is skill-based matchmaking. Now, as I've played the alpha, I've probably played about 3 or 4 hours, maybe a little bit more of the alpha. I've come into contact with skill-based matchmaking, and the reason I say this is because I play about 1 to 2 matches and I have pretty easy lobbies against different people that aren't very good, and then I have like 4 or 5 hard lobbies, and then I go back to good. So the matchmaking is really confusing, and I don't know if it's intentionally skill-based matchmaking or what their matchmaking is like here in the game. But so far from what I've experienced, skill-based matchmaking does feel like it's in this game, which is something I'm not a really big fan of. I don't like having to try super hard all the time, being that this game does have a little bit of a skill gap, and the fact that there is the ability to party up, it makes it very difficult for me as a solo player to consistently do well because of what appears to be skill-based matchmaking. I could be way off in left field with this one, but I think that there is skill-based matchmaking in this game, and I think that is personally a bad thing, and that it should be based solely off of connection, and I will definitely defend that to the end of the day, end of time. The next thing that I have in the bad is the footstep noises. The footstep noises aren't very audible from what I've come to see. You can kind of hear them if you have a headset. I have a SteelSeries headset, which is a very nice headset, and that's the only way I can hear footsteps, and I don't think that's exactly what people want here in Modern Warfare. It's not a giant bad thing that will ruin the game, but I just think that they need to implement a way for you to hear footsteps very easily, not completely easy like Modern Warfare 3, but just have a way of hearing footsteps, whether that they put that in as a perk or whether they just tune the footstep noises through the base game just so that you can hear footsteps better here in Modern Warfare. And the last thing that a lot of people think is bad about the game is the gray kind of noise canceling effect when you get very wounded, and I will be honest, that's something that's not on my list, but I do see where people are coming from. I don't think it's that bad. It's happened in previous Call of Duties as well, except here in Modern Warfare it's just a little bit quieter, and in Modern Warfare in previous Modern Warfare and Infinity Ward games there was just kind of a injured noise coming from the character. So I really don't think that the gray kind of effect and the noise being reduced at that point is a very bad thing, but again, it's just something that I wanted to bring up and note here in the video. But now let's talk about the goods, and believe me, there are a ton of goods. I have nothing but positive things to say about Modern Warfare here. After experiencing the alpha, things are of course going to change as the game progresses and as the game continues, but overall, nothing but positive things to say about the game. So starting off here, number 1 with the hit detection. The hit detection is fantastic in this game. There is no surprise there. It is a Modern Warfare game. I mean, an Infinity Ward game. And Infinity Ward never has poor hit detection. It's always on point, excellent, and I'm very happy to see that there is fantastic hit detection in this game because it just feels good. The game just feels rewarding, and you feel like you're destroying people when you kill them, and I love that aspect to the game. The next good thing that I have about this game is that there is actually a skill gap for the first time in a couple of years in Call of Duty. As you guys know, Black Ops 4 has hardly any skill gap. The guns have 0 recoil, there's easy specialists, there's cheap operator mods. There's nothing like that in Modern Warfare, which is why there's a skill gap. I actually had to adjust my playstyle in this game because of Black Ops 4 being so easy. In this game, for example, the guns have quite a bit more recoil. They just have a completely different feel, and guns have a lot of recoil. You actually have to control the recoil in this game by pulling down on your right stick or the stick that you aim with, and I think that is very good here in Call of Duty because yes, it is sort of a reskin every year, but a game with high recoil on the guns makes there be a skill gap, which makes it so that the good players can be good because they understand, okay, I need to control the recoil on weapons or else I'm going to get destroyed. And it also is a skill gap for the new players because they have to adapt and become better players in the game. And I think that's something that's very, very good for the game and good for people and players in general. Yes, it may be frustrating if you're a new player, but being able to control the recoil and learning how to do that will make you a better player in the long run, and I think that's a very, very good thing for the game. The third thing I have in my goods is the weapon feel, and the weapon feel is a good thing because the weapons just feel great. I mean, the super sprint feels amazing, the gun sounds, the gun recoil, the gun effect just feels so good, and whenever you kill an enemy, it feels like you earned that kill, that you did something right, and that you just did a good job. I really, really like that. The weapon feel just feels very, very good, and being that weapons are the primary, most important thing in a Call of Duty game, the feel of the gun is everything, and here in Modern Warfare, the guns feel fantastic, and so does the game, because the guns feel so good, and it feels very rewarding to kill people, and that's just something that's very, very good as well. The next thing I have here in the goods is that the maps are all really, really fun. The only map I don't really like that much is Pine, and that's only because there's a lot of trees and bushes and stuff that is a little bit harder to see over. But other than that, I think it's a really, really fun map. All the maps are really good. King, Docks, Speedball, Stack, and Pine are all fun maps. I just don't like Pine as much as the others. But the maps are very, very fun. They're very easy to get to know because they're very, very small. And there's only 2 players, each on that map. And finally, there's actually 2 more that I just thought of as I was making this video, but the last one I have written down on my piece of paper over here is actually the Lethals and Tacticals returning. Not that they're overpowered or anything, but it just feels good to have Lethals and Tacticals back, and I love the fact that I can throw a C4 and I can airburst it. It just feels so good. It gives me that Black Ops 2 vibes. It's not going to be as easy as it was in Black Ops 2, I've come to find. You actually have to throw it pretty it doesn't actually go that far, and there is definitely a delay with throwing it, which is good because it doesn't make it super overpowered, but you can airburst them, and I love that. Tacticals are really fun. The stim is very, very good. Having a flash grenade and a stun grenade just feels very, very good. None of them are overwhelmingly overpowered like the 9-bang in Black Ops 4 or the concussion grenade from Black Ops 4. They're all very, very balanced. You can still have your gun up. You can still kill enemies with that are stunned, and you can do that if you're stunned as well, which I think is very, very important. It has to be balanced, and you don't get instantly blown up by grenades, which I also really, really like. And last but not least, my final good thing about Modern Warfare is the time to kill. That can also go with the time to hit detection and the weapon feel, but the time to kill overall in this game feels very, very good. I love how quick it is. It's not ridiculously fast like it was in Modern Warfare Remastered, where you didn't really have a chance and you just would die so fast. Like in Modern Warfare Remastered, I would get weak and I would run behind a corner and try and outplay them, and you just can't do that in Modern Warfare Remastered, and that is personally very, very frustrating. So I'm very, very happy that the time to kill is very, very good, and it's not super, super slow like Black Ops 4 either. It's kind of perfect. It kind of feels like Black Ops 2's hit detection, to be honest with you guys. The time to kill in Black Ops 2 was very, very quick, and just felt very good, and it felt like you stood a chance in every gunfight you were in, and that's exactly how Modern Warfare feels. And I am overall very, very much enjoying this game, and I cannot wait to get my hands on the beta to rank up weapons, use the kill streaks, play on bigger maps, and just experience this game with how it is really supposed to be played. The gunfight mode is fun. It's a good introduction to multiplayer, but at the end of the day, I will always be a TDM, kill confirmed domination player, not a 2v2 gunfight player. So I'm very, very excited for the beta, but overall, nothing but good things to say about this game at the moment. Anyway, guys, leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, make sure to check out all of my other recent Black Ops 4 and Modern Warfare videos. I had a OSP gameplay yesterday, which was very, very fun, as well as a 30-minute gameplay of the standard gunfight mode on Friday. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys all on some more Modern Warfare videos very, very soon.